Welcome back everyone to Mona's Take. I am your host monadrose, and we're here to talk about everything reality TV. Tonight we're going to talk about Big Brother, the Thursday night episode, everything that's happened today with the noms. Spoiler alert, if you do not want to know who the nominees are, wait until after Sunday night's show and come back and watch the video. But don't forget to come back and watch. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything I have coming up. So, let's get right into it. People are acting on a whole nother level on that. So can't wait to see that karma train coming through. Choo-choo. Mood of the day. Really? You gotta give us more credit than that. Some people, buckle up, buttercup. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Alright, so Thursday night show. Red was evicted. It was an 8-2 vote, so no one told Cam and no one told Bowie. I think Cam is most pissed off at the fact that him and Bowie were made to look like they were stupid on national television. He noted that the cameras immediately panned to him and Bowie because they were the only two in the house that didn't know what was going on other than Red. So he's pretty pissed off about that. He ends up winning HOH. I don't think in 25 years I've been watching this, I don't believe that I have ever seen an HOH ceremony like that where no one celebrated. Like, it was like Jared didn't even go and give Cam the key. I don't know if that was part of what they were supposed to be doing, but everyone looked miserable. Felicia's rolling her eyes. Izzy looks like her head's about to explode. Sari is in her oh shit moment. They're all pretty much freaking out over the fact that Cam got the HOH. And I don't know why, because he's already proven that he can win. I don't know why that they thought that that wasn't a possibility. So this week is the Humiliverse. That means there's a lot of humility coming their way. A lot of being made fun of and things like that to be humiliated. Along with that, everyone is have-nots except for Cam. Everyone's on slop. Everyone has to take cold showers. They have to take turns in the have-not room all week. Sleeping up there. So I think the way it turns out, I want to say they will each get 2 nights up there, but we'll see. Bowie is the only one in the house that's actually comfortable. There's no need to even try to lie about it with Cam being HOH, because they know that it was Cam and Bowie Jane that voted to keep Red. Corey and Izzy are talking, and they're both so upset because it was another mental comp and that they didn't win it and they should be winning these and blah 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 blah. Feel sorry for me type moments. I'm over all of that. If you don't win, don't make excuses. You just didn't win. Izzy is saying that she thinks it's going to be her and Blue. Corey thinks it may be Jag and Sari. Or Sari and Izzy. They're just going through all different scenarios that might happen. Jared and Blue are the next conversation that we see. He is not happy at all. He is on the couch. He is pouting. He is pissed off. He wants to go to bed. I don't know if he's more pissed off about Cam winning HOH, because I think he's pretty good with Cam. or the fact that he has to be on slop this week. Alright, the bye-bye bitches are talking, minus Izzy. Izzy's the only one that's not there. She's upstairs with Corey at the time. They're talking, and Bowie seems to be looking good. She's safe for the week. There's no way that Cam is going to put her up at all. Bowie's talking about people lying. She's pretty pissed off that Red got sent home. And she's calling them out, basically. And Suri said, oh, hell, really? It's like, I tell you what, anybody in this room that hasn't lied during this game, please stand up. Let's see who stands up if they haven't lied in this game. And Bowie says, well, it's a different lie. There's a difference in telling little white lies to cover your trails, but to blatantly lie to someone's face. So she's pretty upset. And Suri says, oh no, everybody lies in this game. We ain't playing this honesty bullshit when everybody's lying. And Bowie says, well, I still thought that we could play this game with integrity of some sort. I would like to think that we can. So some of the other humiliating things that are coming this week, not only are the house guests on slop, taking cold showers, sleeping in the have-not room, but evidently they have to announce on a bullhorn when they're going to the bathroom. And Big Brother rates them on a stink-o-vision or stink-o-meter, whatever. There also, something's going on where they all have gas masks. And several times someone said, don't forget your gas mask. And they're like, oh no, it goes everywhere with me now. So I don't know what exactly is going on with the whole gas mask thing. So I don't know what's going on with the whole gas mask thing, but I'm thinking that they may be letting some kind of aroma into the house. And the gas masks are to cover that smell if they don't get it on quick enough or something. We'll find out Sunday night, I'm sure. But that's another one of the things that's going on. Now, that was all last night. Cameron got his HOH room. Nobody wanted to see it, really. Nobody wanted to stick around. They did the whole letter thing, and then he told everybody to get out, basically. Like, I'm not going to make you hang, you know, whatever. He knows they didn't want to be up there. So, this morning, Bowie made a beeline to the HOH room. Cameron was not even awake yet. She goes in and wakes him up so that she can tell him what's going on downstairs, what went on last night downstairs, so she can fill him in before anybody else gets up. I really couldn't hear a lot about what was being said. She was talking about everyone scattering, I think, and trying to cover their own ass. He tells Bowie, just like he said last night, he reiterates it again, that he's not telling anyone his plan because then they can deny it and they're telling the truth and it's not going to get out. But he tells her the plan is, as usual, Jag blew up on the block, Jag goes home. That's the plan, wink, wink kind of thing. But he's not really telling anybody what he's going to do. Suri talks to Cameron in the living room. Now, she's already said she didn't want to go upstairs and talk to him. Nobody wants to have that talk with him because they know they all lied to him less than 24 hours ago. And now he has the power to put them up. So Suri's like, I'm not getting locked in a room. She didn't say that, but I know Suri, by watching her, she didn't want to get pinned down in a room with him where he could start asking her questions. So she said, can we just sit in the living room? This won't be long at all. It'll be quick. Yada, yada, yada. So they start talking, and she says, We're good. You're good with me. And if you don't know that by now, I don't know when you're going to know it. We're good. And if you don't know that by now, I don't know when you're going to know it. That was her talk with Cameron in a nutshell. Okay, nice chatting with you. She goes on about her day. Baby did not let us hear the conversation that took place next, which was between Felicia and Cameron, also in the living room. Alright, so the next conversation is upstairs between Jag and Cameron. And Jag says, look, I'm on the bottom. I don't make the decisions. I just go, they tell me what to do and I do it. I know I'm on the bottom. Dude, I was voted out 10-0. So I know I'm on the bottom. He just kept repeating himself. And talking and talking and talking. But he kept saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. So he says, I was voted out 10-0, dude. There's no reason for us to be taking shots at each other to take each other out for them. Never did say who them was, but he says, I can promise you safety if I win next week. And like I said, Jag kept talking, saying the same thing over and over and over again. And he finally stopped and he took a breath and Cam said, did you get it all out? And Jag said, well, I'm still thinking, but yeah, I think so. And Cam said, did you get it all out? And Jag is like, well, yeah, I guess I did. He says, look, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't trust you at all. And we are on a road. The chats you and I have had, they've come back to me. So basically he's telling him, I know that things I've said to you are coming back to me. So you're talking to someone. And Jag says, one thing. I'd like to point something out. The conversations you and I have had have come back to me as well. So people that we're both connected with are talking. Basically, they figure it out. And Cameron says, yeah, just watch. When someone's telling you something, what do they have to gain from that? And Cam says, you're a good actor. And I want to put you on the block next to Blue. But I can offer you safety. But I need to know 100% I can count on you for safety next week. Basically, Cameron's saying, if I keep you off the block, can you do the same thing for me the following week? You can't put me on the block. You can't move me on the block as a replacement nominee. Nothing. No way, shape, or form if I keep you off the block this week. And Jag agrees. Sounds like a plan. Jared and Cameron are in the next conversation to take place. It really sounds like Jared's in a good spot with Cameron. I think because Jared went down Wednesday night and woke Cameron up and told him, dude, something's going on in the house. I think they're flipping. So the little stunt that Jared pulled, giving him that little bit of information that things could be going south, I think Cameron sees that as trustworthy, and him and Jared are fine. Now, I think at some point that's going to come back to bite Jared in the ass. But right now, he seems to be able to pull off having relationships with people that he's getting ready to cut. And they don't even know it. Now, Cameron could be playing him too. I don't know. The next conversation is Cameron and Corey. It sounds like the same thing. Corey is really good with Cameron. Everybody's talking and throwing Miss Felicia under the bus. Everybody, Miss Felicia's name's coming up. And I'm thinking, Kim, you can't be that stupid. For everybody in the house to be bringing up Miss Felicia's name all of a sudden. Come on, really? But he's listening to him. So it looks like she may be the sacrificial lamb this week. Corey tells Cam his advice that he gave Jag. Corey tells him word for word. He said, Jag came to me and wanted some help on how to talk to you. And this is what I told him that he needed to say. And word for word, what Corey told him he needed to say is exactly what he said to Cameron. So I don't know if Cameron's going to take that as if Jag is talking, or if the fact that everything he said when he came in there was probably fake because he got it from Corey. So I don't know which is going to be. Alright, the next conversation is between Cameron and America. I'm going to put my little 2 cents in here because I've seen a lot of stuff going on about Twitter about Cam sexually harassing America and saying some not so nice things to her, telling her to put on more clothes, telling her to quit sleeping with Corey, and different things like that. And she just did not want to be in the same room with him and was very sketched out by him. Until he won HOH. All of a sudden, she's not afraid of Cam anymore. Cam doesn't make her feel uncomfortable anymore. She thinks what he's doing is badass. If I've got someone that I am uncomfortable with because they have made several sexual remarks towards me, there is no way I'm going to go in a room one-on-one with that person without somebody else being in the room. I don't give a damn if you are playing a game. That's not, that part of me is not, nor will it ever be for sale. If someone is making me uncomfortable, the thought of me winning $750,000 is not going to make me all of a sudden feel comfortable. So, that being said, America goes in to talk to Corey. And she puts on her little flirtatious and throwing her body around and flipping the hair and just laughing at everything Cam's saying. He's just the funniest thing. Bitch, please. Come on. That girl, I'm going to tell you what. Whenever Riley left, I told y'all I seen a part of the mean girl come out in her when she was talking about the goodbye message to Riley, that she was going to have to leave Riley a message saying that she would take care of Matt for her until he got out of the house. Wink, wink. She was already messing with Corey at that point. She is messing with Corey. She flirts with Cam. She flirts with whoever is in power and can help her out at the moment. If it's the girls, she turns on I'm misunderstood. If it's the guys, she turns on her sexuality and her tears. Just not my cup of tea. I wasn't impressed at all with her today. At all. She walks in and, you've got that whole couch in the HOH room that makes basically almost a circle. Cam's sitting on the very end of it. She goes over there and plops down right beside him. There's nothing but a pillow in between the two. You've got that whole flipping couch. If he made you feel that uncomfortable, you wouldn't go but sit right on top of him damn near. And I'm not a Cam lover. I don't like Cam. Don't like the way he plays. Don't like some of the stuff he said. But don't use your sexuality when it's beneficial to you and then cry wolf when it's not. And that's probably an unpopular opinion. Probably going to get a lot of backlash. But I don't care. That's my opinion. She starts telling him that Felicia was telling her things that he said about her, and that Felicia told her that Cam was the one that brought up her name to put up America when he won the power of veto, and that everybody's coming to her and telling her that Cameron is saying all of this nasty stuff about her. And he said, well, that's funny because people tell me the same thing about you. They're just trying to drive a wedge in between us. And they talked, went back and forth for a while. And she starts throwing the other side of the house, Suri, Izzy, Felicia, Mimi, Jack, Blue, all of them, she starts throwing them under the bus. Saying, you know, that they're the ones telling her all this stuff and that they're just trying to drive a wedge in between her and Cameron so they won't work together. All of that kind of stuff. She's just fake to me. Fake, fake, fake. Alright, so then they get to the noms this evening. This is the spoiler alert. If you don't want to know who the noms are, back out. Come back Sunday night. Alright, so nominate. Now, Cam has kept his mouth shut. He has not told anyone in that house what he's doing. No one. Not a soul has he told the plan that he's got inside his head too. So, evidently, the nomination ceremony had something to do with pies in the face. Remember, this is Humiliverse, so everything's supposed to be humiliating. So the nom ceremony was the same way. I guess he had different kinds of pies, and he had to smash it in the people's faces that were safe. Which is funny because all the have-nots got their own pie, and they got to eat it. Even though they're on slop. Alright, so the nominees are Izzy and Felicia. Izzy is livid. She is upstairs talking to Corey in the have-not room. And Corey acts like he's just as livid. And says that Cameron just wanted his TV moment. So I don't know what his speech was. But evidently it was pretty good. Suri goes and talks to Cam, and she tells him that she can be his girl. That's what was being said whenever the feeds clicked over to them. So what they were talking about before then, I have no idea. But I'm sure it's working together or whatever. She just says, I can be your girl. She says, but I'm not cold-hearted. I've got to go comfort them. And he said, I totally understand. And Isley is not quite as bad as what I thought she would be. I thought she'd really be flipping out. But she's actually holding it together pretty well. She said she's going to go and try to win the veto. And she hopes that she'll stay over Felicia if she doesn't win the veto. Alright, so Felicia, I knew this was coming. Felicia goes straight up to Cameron's room after the nominations, and she's heated. And she immediately throws Suri and Izzy under the bus. He wants to know about the vote, the red vote. And she said, look, I was on board to vote Jag out. And she said 1 hour before the ceremony, Suri and Izzy came to me and said, hey, heads up, Red just said that you're becoming a liability and that you may have to be the next to go. And so at that point she says, well, he's got to go. If he's throwing my name out, he's got to go. And Sari and Izzy are the ones that told her he's got to go. She just jumped on that bandwagon, and it was only an hour before nomination. Cameron is not buying this at all. He tells her that he has a target and that it's not her, and that him and Izzy have not gotten along since day one. Now he's making Izzy think that Felicia's the target and making Felicia think Izzy's the target. So we'll see after the power of veto which one of them it may be. Cameron is talking to Bowie and says, talking to Matt. He says, F them. F them all. F every single one of them. That was Legend 25, which is Felicia, Siri, Izzy, and Mimi. F them, dude. Now, they had the majority for most of the game and threw it all away. They had it made, and now they're like fish in a barrel. He's basically calling them out. Y'all had it made, Legend 25, but that was a fake alliance, but he didn't know that. The next conversation is between Jared and Cameron. Sounds like they're good. I mean, honestly, unless Cameron is a hell of an actor, he showed no signs whatsoever of even thinking about going after Jared. Then it shows Izzy and Sari talking. And Izzy has said that if she wins the veto, she probably won't use it on herself. Because she's afraid if she pulls herself down, then he'll put Sari up. Now, if Izzy wins the power of veto and doesn't use it on herself, she is truly an idiot and needs to go home. Cameron talks to Bowie next and tells her not to trust Sari and said the week has just begun. I think he's going after Sari. I think he's going to get whoever wins that video, take somebody down, and he's going after Sari. That's my personal opinion right now. He has not said that, but I think that's where this is going. He tells Bowie that Sari is just using her and that she's not good at lying, so that's why when you ask her a question, a lot of times she'll say, mm-hmm, or mm-mm. So she's not actually giving you an answer, she's making sounds. Because she's so horrible at lying. She's not horrible at lying at all. I've watched her on too many of these shows. I am really thinking that he has his sights set on Sari. I may be wrong. He may be totally going after Izzy, but I think he's going after Sari this week. So we'll see. Fingers crossed, either Jared or Sari get the veto so they can control what happens to it. It would be wonderful if Sari could get it and then pull Izzy down. Alright, that's all I have for you guys today. I know my videos are not consistent on a daily. I'm trying to get to that. I've got a lot going on with my jewelry and being out of town and different things, so I'm trying to get back into it. So I apologize that this is so late, but I wanted to wait and see what the noms were. We'll be back tomorrow night after the veto competition to tell you who won the veto and see where we stand there. So, that's all for tonight. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything I have coming up. And leave me a comment down in the comment section below and let me know what you think about what's going on so far in the game. Who do you think Cameron's going to go after this week? Let's see if we can figure this out. I personally think it's going to be Suri. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Until tomorrow night, have a great day. And as always, everyone, much love.